Hello friends, this is teacher JB. Today we are going to study 20 idioms with the story, The Man Who Learned from His Cow. The Man Who Learned from His Cow. The first idiom we are going to study is at first. At first. It means initially, in the beginning. At first, I thought all Americans would be big and strong. She was afraid of dogs at first. Now she loves them. They didn't like cheese at first. Do you like studying English? At first, I thought it was boring, but now I like it. Next idiom is at last. At last, it means finally, in the end. At last, the sun came up over the horizon. After many years of war, there was peace at last. Robinson Crusoe was home at last. Did you finish cleaning your room? Yes. After 2 hours of cleaning, I finished at last. Next one. At least. At least. It means not less than. Some people recommended eating an apple at least once a day. You need to stay in bed for at least 3 days. Most people have been in love at least once. How many times have you been to the ocean? I've been there at least 6 times, maybe more. The next idiom, at once. At once. It means immediately, right away. Son, come back here at once. When we heard the fire alarm, we left at once. She went to her sick mother at once. Can I give you the money next week? No, I need it at once. Please come to my house now and pay me. Next idiom is at the top of. At the top of. It means at the highest part of. He graduated at the top of the class. I saw a flag at the top of the building. He was standing at the top of the stairs. What's at the top of the mountain? There's a place to sit down and have some water. Next idiom is be about to. It means be almost doing, be just going to. He was about to push the button. He was about to fall asleep when the telephone rang. Look at the dark clouds. It is about to rain. Why didn't you go in the water? I was about to go in, but then I saw a jellyfish and ran away. Next one, be absent from. It means is missing from, be away from. He was absent from class because he was sick. Mr. Jones was absent from the meeting. Our teacher is absent from school today because she is getting married. Why were you absent from school yesterday? I was sick, so I had to stay home. Next idiom is be afraid of. It means have fear of, be fearful of. Many people are afraid of snakes. Children are afraid of the dark. The bird was afraid of flying at first. Why don't you like fishing? I'm afraid of the water. Next one, be angry with. It means be upset with, be mad at. The father was angry with his son. Cain was very angry with his brother Abel. The police officer was angry with the drunk driver. Why was the teacher angry with the class? None of the students read the book. Next one, be anxious about. It means be nervous about, be worried about. The boy was anxious about taking the test. The president was anxious about meeting the reporters. Mr. Gates was anxious about the job interview. Are you anxious about going to the dentist? Yes, I don't like going to the dentist. It makes me nervous. Next idiom is be anxious to. It means want strongly, be eager to, be keen to, would love to. The puppy is anxious to eat his dinner. The students are anxious to know the answer. When we saw the dark clouds, we were anxious to get home. I'm anxious to go to the amusement park this weekend. Me too. It's going to be fun. Next one, be covered with. Have a lot on the surface. After sleeping in the woods, he was covered with insect bites. My desk is covered with papers. The ground was covered with snow. Do you like cake? Yes, especially if it's covered with frosting. Next one, be crowded with. It means have many things in one place, be full of, be packed with. The room was crowded with aliens. The subway was crowded with people. The shelf was crowded with books. Why is the store so crowded with people? It's crowded because there's a big sale today. Next idiom is be different from. It means be not the same as, differ from. He always knew he was different from the others. My dog is different from yours. Canadians are different from Americans in many ways. Is Korean food different from Chinese food? Yes, Korean food is much spicier. Next idiom is be disappointed with. You can say be disappointed with. It means be unhappy with. The woman was disappointed with her puppy. The teacher was disappointed with my low grade. When we lost the game, the coach was disappointed with my team. I'm disappointed with my test score. Me too. I only got a 64. Next idiom, be divided into. It means be separated into, be split into. The juice was divided into glasses. The essay was divided into 3 parts. The money was divided into 3 bags. The pizza is divided into 8 pieces. Great. There are 8 people, so everybody can have 1 piece. Next idiom is be dressed in. It means have clothes on, be clothed in, wear. He is dressed in a shirt and tie. The prince was dressed in fine clothes. The bride was dressed in a white gown. Why are you dressed in your winter coat? I'm going to buy some ice cream. Next one, be excited about. It means be happy, enthusiastic, thrilled, about. Look forward to. I'm excited about the concert. The fans were excited about the game. The children were excited about going to the zoo. I'm excited about the party on Friday. Me too. I love birthday parties. Next one, be familiar with. It means know well, be used to, be comfortable with. The pigs are familiar with each other. She is familiar with Russian culture. I am not familiar with this brand of computer. Do you know where the post office is? No, I don't. Let's ask someone who's familiar with this part of town. The last one, be famous for. It means be well known for, be noted for. He is famous for having the world's longest fingernails. Thomas Edison is famous for his inventions. Shakespeare is famous for his plays. What shall we order to eat? I'd like to order pizza. This restaurant is famous for it. Okay, friends, let us read a story. There is a story in Mexico about a man who learned a good lesson from his cow. This man was always anxious about his wife talking to other men. Even on his wedding day, the man was angry with his wife for dancing with another man. At first, the wife thought her husband might change after they got married. But whenever her husband saw her talking with another man, even in a room crowded with people, he would shout at her. The wife was afraid of making her husband angry, so she tried to stay at home and not see anyone. At least then, she would not cause any problems. The man and his wife moved to another town. This town was different from the town where they got married. The man bought a house at the top of a hill where there were not many people. The town was famous for its strong buildings, and the man got a job making bricks. He saved up his money and bought a cow. The man was very excited about having his own cow. When her husband was absent from home, the woman watched the cow. She took it to a field near the house to eat. The field was covered with thick green grass. No one owned the field. It was not divided into small sections by fences. The animals could go wherever they wanted. One day the cow met a bull, and they fell in love. The cow and the bull promised to see each other every day. The woman was lonely when she watched the cow. Sometimes she saw a man walking on the road. The woman was anxious to talk to the man. She saw him walking past the field almost every day, so she was very familiar with him. At last, one day she stopped him to say hello. The husband came home and saw her talking to the man. He was very angry with his wife and said, "I can't trust you even for a minute. We are going to leave this town at once." The next day they packed their things to move. When the cow saw the woman was dressed in her moving clothes, she became very sad. The cow mooed loudly. The man told the woman to make the cow be quiet. The cow started to moo even louder. Finally, the man said, "That cow is giving me a headache. I'm about to shoot it. Can't you make it be quiet?" The woman was disappointed with the cow. "Can't you be quiet, you stupid cow? There will be other bulls in the next place." The man heard his wife, and he thought about her words. There will be other bulls. He knew she was right. Wherever they went, there would be other men. The man turned around and took his wife and the cow home. Okay, friends, this is the conclusion of today's study. I will come back to you with another story as soon as possible. Until then, keep studying English and have a great day. Bye.